Rumble is red, Frenzy is blue, and today I'm going to edit my next review. Okay. Just gonna turn on live chat so that when I start editing this video, I can at least know if people are commenting. I hope people are commenting and that people actually show up. Oh, hey, 2 people already. That's brilliant. So, time to edit my next review, Beast Wars Retracts.
This isn't how I sleep normally. Maybe you wear underpants when I sleep. God, that's unnatural. Did I not just tell you not to ask?
Okay, I'm gonna edit in a bit more of my narration here. No, wait, that didn't work.
The upset fool. Pants on. Didn't I tell you not to ask?
There we go. So far, so good. Everyone in the chat still alive? I hope so. I mean, if anyone wants to join and sort of like talk with me here, you can email me and I'll send you a link to StreamYard. But at the moment, I'm just gonna sort of like edit the video.
Did you seriously not hear the part where we're paying it? Okay, you were paying attention to the part where I said not to ask, right? Okay, you were paying attention. Not to be a massive arse, but you were paying attention to the bit where I said not to ask, right?
Just some extra takes on a line here. I'm gonna have to edit those out.
The fact that I'm not completely obsessed with Transformers, that, well, doesn't mean they don't end up finding a way into my dreams somehow.
There we go.
Anyways, despite the fact somehow.
And I'm just going to drag that over here and drag all the way over to the end of that so I can. Okay, then. There we go. Just gonna drag that over here.
Oh, did I not just tell you not to ask? Anyways,
oh, hey, Silver.
I'm not completely obsessed with Transformers, that, well, doesn't mean they don't end up finding a way into my dreams somehow.
Wait, what do you mean? We're seeing a really focused Ryan seem is weird. Well then, I mean, if that's what you find strange, then I'm not going to argue with you, buddy. But just doesn't seem that weird to me. But anyways, back to editing the video. Yeah, that needs to get turned down a little. Yeah, that flows pretty well, I'd say. Let's do this from the beginning, see how that flows.
That is all. Rumble is red, Frenzy is blue, and today we literally have $1 in this toy review. Is that funny? So despite the fact that my life's gone through a few changes since I started college,
I use iMovie.
My sleep schedule has barely changed. Don't ask
And
about that.
thank you. I try to be as spontaneous as I possibly can. It gives you the feeling that I'm actually quite manic. Because, well, I actually am pretty manic.
Anyways, despite the fact that I'm not completely obsessed with Transformers, that, well, doesn't mean they don't end up.
I actually recorded this clip this morning after I woke up. Not the bit with retracts, but that still feels a bit too loud. Then again, maybe it's just my camera, my phone, my computer. I mean, that's too loud. Probably that. Like I said, I use iMovie to edit all of my videos. I probably should upgrade to Adobe whatever it is, because I've got it, and from what I understand, it's actually a much better editing program for like films like this. But guess I'm just too lazy to switch. Anyways, back to editing the video at hand. Yep, that works pretty well. Now then, just gonna pull in this bit. Come on, move. There we go. There we go. You know, one problem I do tend to notice with my videos is that, well, I don't bother cutting in between my takes. You know, that would be kind of useful at some point.
But in spite of the fact that I'm not completely obsessed to, but considering that I'm not completely obsessed with, but considering I'm not completely obsessed with Transformers to the point where it eats up every single second of my life, I don't really tend. I mean,
one thing that I am kind of embarrassed with about this recording session in particular is that, well, I forgot to shave beforehand, so, well, I mean, you don't really notice what little amount of facial hair I have, but still kind of bothered me because I hate how the facial hair looks on me. Even when you can't really see it through the camera.
Every single second of my life, I don't really tend. I mean, I don't. And it happens, but sometimes, in spite of the fact that I'm not completely obsessed with Transformers, they do. I'm not completely obsessed with. Well, a lot of them do end up finding a way. For a month, the second I have it.
You know, this bit right here, these few lines I was trying to record were what I was trying to do, what I was originally going to do in the script, and well, I should have done this when I recorded the footage, but when I went to record the footage, my initial plan in the script was that I was going to like sit up real quick in the bed and then hit my head on the top bunk, because if you look over there, I have a bunk bed, but no roommate to use the other bed, so I just sleep in the bottom bunk. But essentially, what had happened was I had, God, I can't remember. What I was initially planning on doing was I was going to sit up real quick in my bed and then hit my head on the bunk above my bed. But that didn't end up happening because, well, I couldn't get that in frame. So back to editing, I guess. I was initially going to say 2 months, a month into the semester, and no roommate, and yet I still refuse to take the bunk bed down. But that didn't end up happening because I'm not clever enough to keep in a bit of myself enduring physical pain.
Almost over.
I'm just going to keep it out because, well, at this point, it doesn't make sense to keep it in.
My second semester of college. Warning.
No, that's not what I meant to do. Those all might be a bit too loud in the final video, but I don't care. I just like the fact that I can add in sound effects at my own leisure. Honestly, the problem with reality and recording sometimes is that, well, an action in and of itself isn't funny. Sometimes, like, just the random act of me pressing the 2 switches on Retrex's back isn't funny, but if you add in a sound effect, then it kind of adds just a little bit of comedy to it, because boing, you got a little sound effect you can use then, and then that people kind of recognize that sound effect from somewhere, and that sort of adds some comedy to it.
Anyways, those of you who are familiar with the work of TJ Omega, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, I was trying to reference TJ Omega's review of Retrax. It's a really good review. You should check it out.
You who are fans of TJ Omega as well as my channel will. Now then, if any of you are equally familiar with my channel as you are the channel of TJ Omega, then you are most likely somewhat familiar with this figure.
God, this is another episode where I had to scream a lot. And you'll see why.
Now then, if any of you are equally familiar with my channel as you are the channel of TJ Omega, then you are most likely somewhat familiar with this figure.
There we go. It's one clip edited down to size.
Now then, chances are if you but familiar with this figure. Now then, chances are if you either checked out the series Plastic Addict by TJ Omega, or what familiar with this figure. Now then, chances are if you either check.
Sometimes I'll go through a video that through a recording session, and then I'll choose one take that I liked, and then another one will come up that I took in a second recording session, and then it'll turn out that I actually like that clip more than the original one.
Checked out the series Plastic Addict by TJ Omega, or alternatively, you grew up in the 90s and happen to own the story, you will know that it is one of the most compromised pieces of shit ever made in Transformer.
Let's edit this part out.
Plastic Addict by TJ Omega, or alternatively, you grew up in the or. Now then, chances are if you either checked out the series Plastic Addict by TJ Omega, or alternatively, you grew up in the 90s and happen to own the story, you will know that it is one of the most compromised pieces of shit ever made in Transformers. To own the story, you will know that it is one of the most compromised pieces of shit.
See, where's the swear beep? No, that's the Wilhelm scream. No, that's my old theme song. Nope. No, that's not it either. Here, I'm gonna have to pull it up in files. Sorry that you guys can't see it, but there are a lot of Discord messages I receive in a given amount of time, and I do not want you all seeing them because personal reasons. Yeep. There we go.
You all know that it's one of the most compromised pieces of shit ever made in Transformers.
There we go. That's nice and proper. All censored up. Now none of them damn kiddlywinks will ever hear me swear. Except for the other.
And it's also and next to most Armada toys, it is also a great example of how a gimmick in car mode.
It's not car mode, you wreckhead. Get it straight already.
And next to every single Armada toy, it is also a great example of how implementing a ton of gimmicks can hurt a robot/beast mode. And next to every single Armada toy, it is also a great example of how implementing a ton of gimmicks can hurt a robot/beast mode.
It could also hurt a car mode, but that's neither here nor there. I still need to get some Armada figures so I can give them a comparison. Now then. And just for giggles, tonight I will be consuming a massive bag of Mike and Ike's. Initially, I had a gag planned for this video where I was going to eat a ton of red Mike and Ike's and pretend they were medication, but I decided against that because I do actually take medication. Might be a bit too much information at that point.
And next to every single Armada toy, it is also a great example of how implementing a ton of gimmicks can hurt the robot/beast mode.
Oh yeah, while I'm on stream, I must give a shout out to a long overdue shout out to Kato's Collection. Gave me a shout out in a live stream a while back. And I feel as though I need to I owe him the favor back.
Great example of how implementing a ton of gimmicks can hurt the robot/beast mode. I hate it with every single fiber of mine. And as such, I hate this figure with every single fiber of my being. And as such, I hate. I hate this figure with every single fiber. And as such, I hate this figure with every single fiber of my. I hate this figure with every single fiber of my. Dang. Wait. I'm actually having more fun playing. Wait. I'm actually having more fun playing with this than I am Siege Springer.
So,
Wait, why am I having more fun fooling around? Wait, why the hell am I having more fun fiddling around with this figure than I am Siege Springer? I'm having more fun playing with this than I am Siege Springer. That can't be right. That can't be right. Wait. Warning. It's just so hampered by its gimmicks and, well... Wait, I'm having more fun playing with this than I am Siege Springer. Wait, I'm having... Warning. I'm having more fun beast mode, and as such, I hate this figure with every single fiber of my... Wait, I'm having more fun playing with this than I am Siege Springer. That can't be right. But, I mean, this thing is just so hampered by its gimmicks and, well... Oh my god, why do I like this thing more than Springer? This cannot be right. I must be going crazy. I need to take my medication. I must be going crazy. I need to take my medication.
Yeah, just a second, guys. Just gonna... No, wait, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. There we go. Now then...
Warning. Wait, I'm having more fun playing with this than I am Siege Springer. That can't be right. I mean, this thing is just so hampered by its gimmicks and, oh my god, why do I like this thing more than Springer?
Because I am a forgiving, asinine dumbass. Because I'm a dumbass who is far too forgiving of the action figures I review.
Now then, chances are, if you either check out the series Plastic Addict by TJ Lego, or... So first of all, does anyone see anything wrong with this? So first of all... I mean, this thing is just so hampered by its gimmicks and, well... Oh my god, why do I like this thing more than Springer? So first of all, does anyone see anything wrong with this? So first of all, anyone see anything wrong with this quote-unquote pill bug mode? So first of all, anyone see anything wrong with this quote-unquote pill bug mode?
Now I'm just going to drag in this photo.
So first of all, anyone see anything wrong with this quote-unquote pill bug mode? No. You know what? No. I need this. You know what? No. I need to stop being forgiving. You know what? No. I need to stop being so forgiving to these figures. I really need to start talking about why they suck. So, for starters, anyone want to be a... So first, I really need to start talking forgiving. You know what? No. I need to stop being so forgiving. You know what? No. I need to stop being so forgiving to these figures. I really need to start talking about why they suck. You know what? No, I need to stop being so. More than Springer! You know what? No, I need to stop being so forgiving to these figures. I really need to start talking about why they suck. So, first of all, anyone see anything wrong with this quote unquote pill bug mode? So, for starters, anyone want to be a. So, first. No. I cannot be so forgiving to this thing. I need to show reasons why it is horrible. So, well, for starters, someone in the audience want to point out what's wrong with this quote-unquote pill bug? Warning. Pill hat. That's right. Screws at either side of the shell bit. That's right, there's an obvious screw set in the middle, but that's right, there's a screw set up. That's right, there's an obvious pair of screws on either side of the middle armor plate. Warning. That's right, there's an obvious pair of screws on either side of the middle armor plate. 0 out of 10 broke by Emer's way. That's not the plate. 0 out of 10 broke by Emer's way. That's not the only thing wrong here. By Emer's way. That's not the only thing wrong here. Plate. 0 out of 10 broke by Emer's way. That's not the only thing wrong here. Broke by Emer. 0 out of 10 broke. 0 out of 10 broke by Emer's way. That's not the only. That's right, there's an obvious pair of screws on either side of the middle armor plate. Pill bug mode. That's right, there's an obvious pair of screws on either side of the middle. That's right, there's an obvious pair of screws on either side of the middle armor plate. 0 out of 10 broke by Emer's way. That's not the only thing wrong here. 0 out of 10 broke by Emer's way. That's not the only thing that's. 0 out of 10 broke my Emer's. 0 out of 10 broke my Emer's way. That's the only thing that's wrong here. Why the hell is this pill bug bright green and why the fuck is this pill bug bright green and yellow? And why the fuck is this pill? Why the fuck is this pill bug bright green? Why the fuck? Is this pill bug bright green? Why the fuck is this pill bug bright green and yellow and translucent blue?
Just so you all know, that the part where I'm looking down towards right now in the middle of this clip is actually where my computer is, where I have the script. So that's something interesting you may not have known.
Why does it have mandibles and a Springer? And why does it have mandibles? Does it have mandibles? Why it have mandibles? And a Springer. Wait, why does it have mandibles? Why does it have mandibles? And a Springer. Wait, why does it have mandibles? Wait, why does it have a stinger? Wait, why does it have mandibles? Wait, why does it have a stinger?
Yeah, if you can't tell, I actually recorded those two clips out of order. Should have recorded it in the reverse order. But, oh well, there's nothing I can really do about that now, is there?
Wait, why does it have mandibles? Why does it have anger? Why does it have angry orange anime eyes? Why does it have Why does it Why does it have Why does it have angry orange anime eyes? What? Why does it have angry orange anime eyes? Why does it have angry orange anime eyes? Why does it have angry orange anime eyes? Why does it have angry orange anime? Why does it have angry orange anime eyes? Why does it have why the fuck does it have a stinger? Why in Primus's name does this pill bug have a stinger? Why in Primus's name does this pill bug have a stinger? Why does it have angry orange anime eyes?
Yeah, one problem I forgot to mention with my copy is that the buttons that trigger all of the spring-loaded gimmicks are actually fairly sensitive. Just like a majority of Twitter.
And why is it spikier than Sonic the effing Hedgehog? And why is this pill bug spikier than Sonic the effing Hedgehog? And why is This pill looks spikier than Sonic the effing Hedgehog.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna get an image that's almost too appropriate for this moment. This is gonna mess so many of you up. Oh God. I'm such a cruel man. Oh, this is gonna be so hilarious.
This pill looks spikier than Sonic the effing Hedgehog. This pill looks spikier than Sonic the effing Hedgehog.
Also, just so all of you are aware, I am actually a slight fan of Sonic the Hedgehog. I used to have a t-shirt with his face on it. Which I know sounds very, very weird, but it is true. Wore it out. Quite literally, in fact. But I do really want to go see the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Just haven't really had a chance to do so. My college has like a thingy where if you bring your like school ID with you to the local movie theater, you get to see one free movie a month. I really need to take advantage of that. At least before I inevitably get kicked out of here for being a complete another crap student.
This pill looks spikier than Sonic the effing Hedgehog.
If anyone's seen the movie, then legitimately do not spoil anything for me in the comments. I will digitally strangle you.
Wait, he's a Predacon? Wait, he's a Predacon? Why the hell is a pill like a Predacon?
This is really weird, but I think in this bit of the video, at least in terms of recording, my delivery starts to sound almost identical to the nostalgia critic. Make of that what you will, but it is kind of true that I do sound like the effing nostalgia critic.
Wait, he's a Predacon? Why the hell is a pill like a Predacon? He's a Predacon? Why is a pill like a Predacon? Please, someone explain that to me. Why is a pill like a...
Yeah, that's a bit more energetic. I like that.
Why is a pill like a Predacon? Please, someone explain that to me. It's like making a Maximal a centipede, or making a Predacon out of the blobfish or a narwhal. Or making a...
And for this particular scene, I took the liberty of acquiring an image of an actual blobfish. There we go.
A centipede, or making a Predacon out of the blobfish or a narwhal. It just doesn't make any sense.
Or, in the words of Todd Howard, it just works. I haven't even played Fallout. Yeah, no one's here.
Or making a Predacon out of the blobfish or a narwhal. It just doesn't make any sense.
Or as Todd Howard would say, it just works.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Okay, there we go. That's a spoiler for one of the gags in the video. Man, I make a lot of... Man, I made 2 Sonic references in one video that's not related to the Sonic the Hedgehog movie or Sonic the Hedgehog in general. Wow, what a coinky-dink.
This is not a pill. Wait, is that his fucking... Wait, is that his robot mode head? Wait, is that his fucking... Wait, is that his robot mode head in his stomach? Ugh. Wait, is that his robot... Wait, is that his... Wait, is that his robot mode head? Is that his robot mode head in his stomach?
Okay, then let's just do crop to fit. Then just drag that up here. Split. And now I'm gonna have to grab a clip from another video. There we go. You know, I'm really happy with how the Springer video turned out, but there are a few problems that I caused after its release, and now I just feel as though I really need to re-upload it. Just offer a whole new start to the... Just make sure that I do it over and make sure that everything flows better than it did. Because that video turned out nearly perfect, I'd say. My only problem was just like I accidentally left in a... I just left in a take or two when I didn't need to. But I just thought it could have flowed better. And here I will go, and here it is that I will go flying into a rage and reference Monty Python's Flying Circus's parrot sketch.
Wait, is that his robot? Wait, is that his robot? Wait. Robot mode head in his stomach? Oh no.
What is this? Oh, God, I'm weird. And a complete buffoon. And again, there are no two words better describe the average gentleman.
This does not. This isn't.
Okay, here we go. Monty Python's The Parrot sketch references aplenty coming up. Hope you guys are ready, because I sure as hell am.
I mean,
not.
The only thing that makes it evil is all the extra. The only thing that makes it. The only thing that makes it evil is all the extra crap that the designer stuck on there. But with all that stuck on there, it is no longer a pill bug. But with all that stuck on there, it is no longer a pill bug.
I should have said it is no longer viable as a pill bug.
This pill bug is no more. It is no longer a pill bug. This pill bug is no more. It's designed. This is a pill bug no more. The very appearance of a pill bug in this toy has ceased to be. That appearance. Oh, this.
Okay, then.
Wait, is that as fucking? It's not a pill bug. It is a pill bug no more. This is not a pill bug. It is a pill bug no more. It has ceased to be. And no, it is not fighting. The very design concept of being a pill bug is passed on. This is not a pill bug. This is not a pill bug. It is a pill bug no more. It has ceased to be. And no, it is not fighting. The very design concept of being a pill bug is passed on. If it wasn't nailed down to the perch, it'd be pushing up the daisies. It's run down the curtain and dragged the choir invisible. The choir invisible. It's nailed down to the perch, it'd be pushing up the daisies. It's run down the curtain and dragged the choir invisible. This is a late pill bug. This is not a pill bug. Oh. This is a late pill bug, but this is not a pill bug. This is a pill bug no more. Tell me, people, what do you call a green? So what do you call a pill bug that has mandibles? So what do you call a pill bug that has mandibles, a stinger, massive antennae, angry anime eyes, and a green spiky exterior? That's right, you don't call it a pill bug. It has ceased to be a pill bug. The very idea that nature of being a pill bug wouldn't fly if you put 4,000 effing volts through it. It's bleeding demise. The very concept of it being a pill bug has run down the curtain and joined the choir invisible. This is an ex-pill bug. So what do you call a pill? Passed on. What do you call with all that stuck on there, it is no longer a pill bug. So what do you call the designer stuck on there? So what do you call a pill bug that has mandibles, a stinger, massive antennae, angry anime eyes, and a green spiky exterior? That's right, you don't call it a pill bug. It ceased to be a pill bug. The very idea that nature of being a pill bug wouldn't fly if you put forth. The only thing that makes it evil is all the extra crap that the designer stuck on there. So what do you call a pill bug that has mandibles, a stinger, massive antennae, angry anime eyes, and a green spike?
Oh, hey, Dr. F.
That's right. You don't call it a pill bug. It has ceased to be a pill bug. The very idea and nature of it being a pill bug wouldn't fly if you put 4,000 effing volts through it. It's bleeding demise. The very concept of it being a pill bug has run down the curtain and joined the choir invisible. This is an ex-pill bug. Even the worms from Kamen Rider Kabuto would look at this and scratch their heads wondering where the hell this came from.
Yes, I do act this sporadic almost all the time. Oh, hey, Neuro. Pleasure. Happy to see you could join me on the stream.
I'd consider it a pill bug if it's squinting at it hard enough. I guess in some ways, an alien could consider it a pill bug if it's squinting at it hard enough. I don't know. I don't know.
What was that noise? You know, no. Hey, Neuro, how are you? As I was saying, actually, you know, I tend to make all these weird noises when I'm on camera. It makes me wonder if there should be a Twitter account dedicated. I know there's a Twitter account dedicated to quote unquote inhuman anime girl sounds. So I'm wondering if someone should just make a Twitter account that's basically me making weird noises like that. It'd probably get a lot of mileage out of my videos.
And because two spring-loaded gimmicks weren't enough to make this thing
Like, seriously, you could dedicate an entire year's worth of Twitter posts just to me making bizarre, unusual, and genuinely disturbing noises. No, sir, I do not want your help right now. I am pretty pleased with the next clip. No.
And because two spring-loaded gimmicks weren't enough to make this thing interesting, they of course had to give it a third. Though this one is slightly more considerate. Because two spring-loaded gimmicks weren't enough to make this thing interesting, they of course had to give it a third. So this one is slightly more appropriate for a pill bug. So this one is. And because.
I do have to admit, despite the fact that this figure isn't very good, it is memorable in its own way.
And because two spring-loaded gimmicks weren't enough to make this thing interesting, they of course had to give it a third. Though this one is slightly more appropriate for a pill. two spring-loaded gimmicks weren't enough to make this thing interesting, and they, of course, had to give it a third. Though this one is slightly more appropriate for a pill bug. Just press the two. It curls. Just press the two switches here, and one is slightly more appropriate for a pill bug. Just press the two switches here, and it curls up into a ball. It curls up into a ball. It curls up. It curls up into a mad ball and proceeds to cry itself to sleep every night. It curls itself up into a ball and cries itself to sleep every night, much like many members of my generation, myself included. It curls itself up into a ball and cries itself to sleep every night, much like many members of my generation, myself included. He curls himself up into a ball where he curls himself up into a ball where he then proceeds to cry himself to sleep every night, much like most members of my generation.
But my generation does do that a lot, don't they? There we go.
If nothing else, he makes a pretty handy micromaster.
Okay, boys and girls, here's the bit that I've been really looking forward to in this editing process. This should flow perfectly.
He curls himself up into a ball where he then proceeds to cry himself to sleep every night, much like most members of my generation. If nothing else, he makes a pretty handy micromaster bowling ball.
That bit is perfectly timed. Thank you, Silver. Thank you very much. I know that I did try my best with that bit. It is one of my best gags so far, I'd have to say.
He curls himself up into a ball where he then proceeds to cry himself to sleep every night, much like most members of my generation. If nothing else, he makes a pretty handy micromaster bowling ball.
Now then, because I've used the Wii sports music in this video, Nintendo is almost guaranteed to sue my ass. It is true, though. I mean, if Dr. Lockdown's accounts or anything to go off of.
Oh, and okay, now, if there's anything
Here we go. Here's the transformation, which I did not make a time lapse of this time, considerably weirdly enough. No, that's not right. There we go. Now I just need to pick out some appropriate music for this. There we go.
If there's anything I can give retracts about information, it's a lot. If there's one thing that I can, if there's one thing that I can give retracts, it's that, well, his conversion is pretty easy. Just to say it makes him look incredibly stupid.
You know, if they ever decide to remake retracts, I think what they should do is sort of like turn his shell into the sort of like fruit armor from Kamen Rider Gaim, which like folds out over him and turns him into a samurai. I think that might be actually be cool and fit in with Retracts' design. It's not like he's super beloved, so I think Hasbro would be more than fine with changing around his design somewhat.
Just to say it makes him look incredibly stupid. And we've still got the angry anime eyes from the animal mode.
He does have the angry anime eyes. It's just not visually apparent here.
This thing doesn't do much in robot mode. Yeah, this thing doesn't do much in robot mode. And for Christ's sakes, he's not intimidating. Those anime eyes do not make you look scary, buddy. You just look as though you're aggressively trying to hug the world at large. That or maybe he's slightly intimidating if you imagine him as doing a permanent T-pose. I will set dominance.
Yeah, that's coming out of this one. I was essentially going to take a photo of him. I was essentially going to like take a photo of Retracts like just standing up and having every one of the other figures that I have here in the dorm with me like cowering in fear in front of him because he was T-posing. I know that's a bit far-fetched, but hey, kind of works. Oh, it does? Well then, looks like Hasbro might want to hire me to design a Generations Retracts. You know, when I initially conceived this review, I did want to open up the video with me enacting a bit from Kamen Rider Gaim where Retracts just falls on me and turns into my armor. But that didn't happen because I suck at Photoshop.
And for some incomprehensible and okay, no, that isn't. I need to get committed to an insane asylum. I need a phone.
In this scene where I try to attempt to call someone, you will note that in this scene, you will note that in this video, because I have to use my phone camera to record every episode, you will notice that I am not actually holding my phone when I call the loony bin. And I didn't have anything that would look like an acceptable substitute. I mean, Siege Barricade might work.
What do you mean? What do you mean lighting a crappy toy isn't?
Okay, that just went nowhere.
If there's anything I can...
Okay, then.
Okay, no. And yet, in spite of this, I still enjoy playing a bit more than Siege Breaker. Oh my god, no, this cannot be happening to me. I know it. Okay, no. And yet, in spite of this, I still enjoy playing a bit more than Siege Breaker. Oh my god, no, this cannot be happening to me. I knew I would go crazy one day, but this is too insane. I need to go to the insane asylum. I need to go to the insane. I need to go to the insane asylum. I need an asylum. Wait, what do you mean that lighting a crappy toy is a reason enough to go to the loony bin? Hello? Hello? Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean that lighting a crappy toy is a reason enough to go to the loony bin? Hello? 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 Okay, no. This mode, arm articulation is right out. Anyways, in this mode, arm articulation is right out.
You know, in spite of the fact that I think this will probably be one of my shortest episodes to date, I'm not going to be mad about it.
In robot mode, anyways, in robot mode, retracts his arm. Anyways, in robot mode, anyways, in robot mode, retracts his arm articulation is basically non-existent.
I like my chances of ever getting a date.
And you can still use the, and in this mode, the impressive ball curling gimmick from Hillwood mode has now been impressive ball curling. And in this mode, the impressive ball curling gimmick from Hillwood mode has now been reduced to either him trying to crush his enemies to death or trying to hug them if the pegs holding the head and bum together don't really pop out.
Yeah, those pegs aren't very tight. I really wish I knew how to fix that. Oh well.
Also, you have to be kidding me in terms. Also, you have to be kidding me in terms of the placement of this one pill. Also, you have to be kidding me in terms of the placement of this one pill. Also, you have to be kidding me in terms of the placement of this one pill bug. Like, that is, wow, just really inappropriate, guys.
I am serious though. The placement of one of the middle legs from his pillbug mode is incredibly inappropriate in terms of where it hangs off of. It's like you're attached something to his navel.
Would I recommend retracts? Well, no, I would not even slightly. I do enjoy this thing. Ironically, it's not worthy of a legitimate recommendation. I'll put it that way. I recommend retracts. Well, I do enjoy this thing. Ironically, it's not worthy of a legitimate recommendation. I'll put it that way. I'm confident in saying that I can't recommend this thing unironically, but I can sort of recommend it ironically. It kind of falls into that.
By the way, if any of you are watching this stream in the future, if you are not already subscribed to my friend and collaborator and friend and fellow toy critic Silverfoil, please do so now. Also, please hit the like button, though don't hit it too hard or it may hit you back. Now then, let's just get this over with.
It's kind of a so bad it's good toy. You know, it's kind of a so bad it's good toy.
I say that as though I know what I'm talking about. I really don't.
Good, but it is so bad that it's freaking hilarious in some ways. Although it's easier to stand up places for myself. I don't know. Honestly, I really want this guy to get a Generations toy if, well, Hasbro gets above their ass and makes new. Really want this. I really want this guy to get a Generations toy if, well, Hasbro gets above their ass and makes new Generations figures of these Force characters. I'd love this character to be among them. Mostly because I feel as though the shell could be incorporated into the robot mode very creatively in a sort of Kamen Rider Gaim Fruit Arms mode. Where the entire shell of the vehicle, where the entire shell. The entire shell of Retracts becomes a suit of armor, a la Kamen Rider Gaim. But overall, just skip out on Retracts unless you legitimately want to make fun of him, or you're a hardcore Beast Wars enthusiast. Like, you don't give a shit about how. Like, you don't give a crap about how hardcore Beast Wars enthusiast. Like, you don't give a shit about how. Beast Wars enthusiast. Core Beast Wars enthusiast. Like, you don't give a crap about how high quality the toys are. You just want them so you can complete your collection. Yeah, I get it. I mean, I got mine on Amazon for like the same price it was sold for back when it was released.
I meant eBay.
Really?
God, what kind of moron am I?
Same price it was sold for back mine on Amazon for like. I got mine on Amazon for like the same price it was sold for back when it was released. So, really, that's just proof of how hated this figure is, I feel. So, with that being said, this is Firebyte27. Over and out.
Let's also say thank you to autocorrect primer, who I live streamed with just yesterday and the day before that. For the little ending animation.
Warning. Never made. What is this hell button? Wait.
Just gonna end up putting the finishing touches on this thing, and then it will be all ready to be uploaded to YouTube, and then premiered tomorrow morning. There we go. Okay, then. There we go. Episode 44 is all finished and ready to export. Save. Just gonna get video thumbnail. Okay. Just a minute. Adjust my entire screen. Okay, then. Now I'm just gonna upload the video. Okay. Almost there. Saying this is gonna take 6 hours to export. Yeah. Right, my butt, it's gonna take 6 hours to export. Getting there. Almost there. And there we go. It figures east towards deluxe class 3 tracks. So your schedule tomorrow. No, not 12 a.m. No one's going to be awake at that time except for maybe Silver, but I like to get everyone involved in the premieres. At least as many people as humanly possible. Okay, so there we go. That's It Figures episode 44, all done, edited, and posted. Thank you for joining me on the stream for however long you showed up. And yeah, glad that you have all enjoyed watching me throw together my next episode of It Figures. Tune in tomorrow at, let's see here, what time did I select again? Tomorrow at 10 a.m. Chicago time in order to see the next episode of It Figures Beast Wars Retracts. I hope you all had a lovely time watching me bust my ass trying to make this goddamn episode, and I will see you all later. Maybe on Ace Autocorrect Primer's channel, maybe here. I don't know when. With that being said, this is Firebyte27. We still have one viewer, huh? I also thought that there wouldn't be anyone left to. Oh, wait, no, there is no one here. So, with that being said, this is Firebyte27. Over and out.